No buts or ifs or teacups. You guys are out near Dortrot Ranch.
They say you are using OPS
Yes.
or something. I think Fuse had some kind of problem with it recently.
The
They
problem is
got
that
it.
I'm on a new computer and Google Chrome was still using hardware acceleration, which causes it to not pick up on certain things.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think it's the same problem because I doubt that he changed his settings all that much.
Well, I don't know. Does something about not picking his voice
Oh no.
for several sessions.
Well, that's just stinky of it.
Yeah. Well,
Well then.
cool technology.
Y'all are out at Dortrot Ranch. Last
Oh
time
yeah.
you went to a town, you went out of a town. We'll keep it to that. You met some local friendly ranchers, and you deceived some fish people. That was
I
fun.
beat up an android.
And you beat up a
Yeah.
robot, yes.
Some people don't know what non-lethal meant.
It's a robot. How do you non-lethal stun a robot?
It wasn't the robot that was the problem, it was the dude we had tied up.
Yeah, you all
The
just spend your actions
archaeologist.
beating up.
Eh,
Well then. It's now the golden sunny mornings that, it's not a ranch if there's no golden sunny morning glory. During which, the first of you to wake up will hear the distant sounds of a horse approaching.
Clip clop.
Coming from the direction that the orc the day before had left off into. After all, you were promised something for your... by the way, who's going to take care of the missing man? Rubble ubble ubble ding dong.
what Alex?
I mean, hopefully not me, because I feel like I have my hands full of myself.
My hands are full of me.
Let's see. What kind of stuff do druids do?
Well, is anyone of you going to check outside? Because you're still inside this barn building. Maybe you can shoot them and take all their stuff.
Might as well have a look, at least see who's coming to quote-unquote greet us.
It is a person in fine plate mail,
Need to
having
buy
a
gear.
box under their arm.
Boxes.
Yes, it seems to be made out of fine dark wood, with some gold inlay.
Gasp.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, this shouldn't be our boat.
No, I'm pretty sure I've still got that.
Yeah.
Late mail.
It's not the boat, no. It has a distinctly different opening mechanism, from what you can see. The inlet lets you see the approximate angles.
Pretty heavily
Well,
armored.
I don't like that someone unfamiliar could find us again, but I guess we haven't been overly stealthy.
It doesn't look like a guard. Like, guards don't normally deliver boxes.
Also, you're technically on private property.
Well, we
Yes,
were
but
allowed.
we were invited.
Yes. Then why are you surprised that someone else is coming by?
Because he's also he's also on private property, and we don't know if he is invited.
Fair enough. The man will walk up to the barn and knocks politely.
Oh, we'll open up and say hello, I guess.
You open up the door and see this tall, fine fellow before you. I assume you are the visitors from last night?
I guess, unless there were other visitors. We don't know.
It is entirely likely that they had vacated this premises, and someone else took their place instead. And Sir Dortrot would not take kindly to his gifts being given to the wrong individual.
Man, gifts. I like those.
He holds out the box. Like, he holds it out with one arm supports it, the other one is like at the lid. Click! And swings it open. And inside is a very fancy, ornate, well, it's a golden gun, really.
Oh man, with James Bond.
It is a flintlock-like device, but with some more fancy, small gearwork on it. And it is, well, seems to be mostly made out of gold and has the name Dorset Ranch on it.
It's a very pretty gun.
Indeed.
Only got the label right.
The name of our fine proprietor carries far and wide. So,
And you go.
you are, perhaps, in the same line. What exactly is your business with the local authority?
We helped out a local, I assume, farmer of some description, and he let us stay the night.
That's not what he's... He's asking what your deal with the law enforcement is. Like, you're on the run,
Oh,
what do
the
you
law
plan to do?
enforcement. I misunderstood entirely. We're not exactly the most fond of, but we haven't done anything in particularly wrong.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Discrimination, I tells you.
So you simply intend to leave the country, never to return?
We'll probably come back at some point. I mean, at this stage, we'd just rather not get cut into little tiny pieces by really angry men with swords.
When do you intend to return?
Hopefully when we can withstand being cut up into tiny little pieces by angry men with swords.
Would you perhaps wish to expedite this process?
That would be nice. Any opportunity to not die would be fantastic.
By the way, if I recall correctly, you guys have been given the mission to deliver some contraband on the back of your boat to Rivermouth.
Yeah, we delivered a bunch of things.
Yeah. What I want to know is, do you know to whom you are delivering that?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It written down in the notes.
Well then,
Notes open.
No, I don't think I have it written down. I don't even remember if he told us.
well then, if you wish to expedite this process, then you will find that the bigger king in Rivermouth will certainly be of assistance. And with this fine icon of my authority at your side, he may yet care for what you have to say. Now then, I should keep you no longer. Safe travels, fugitives. The man turns around and returns to his fine steed. And with that, I assume one of you took the box into their hands.
Oh,
Presumably Valentine, who
Yes,
was standing closest.
handed over. Yeah.
that's probably me.
What a sweet gun. There's even some free ammo with it. That's even nicer.
Wow.
Now then,
Well, ain't that the fanciest thing?
kids and kidettes. The question is, what happens next?
I guess we continue our travel down the river now that we've rested for the night.
That was the main plan, was come here, help the dude, then hit the road again.
72 miles, let's say. That's a bit...
That's 2 days.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's any marked significant settlement along the way. But
There are
maybe
probably
there's...
smaller official settlements, yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you're hitting the river, someone has to roll me the 66 of exciting things happening.
Yeah. In the meantime, would I know anything about the possible settlements?
Like what?
Uh, I know, like facts of interest and possibly whether there is like a significant village presence all the way out here.
Well, there are like small fisher villages, yes, and like
Yeah.
outposts that have like inns. They're like, hey, you're a trader on the go. Come and take a nap.
Yeah.
And big old Billy barn. It's filled with baby goats, aka Billies.
Yeah.
He loves that pun so much he'll drown you with it.
Okay, well, if that's the most notable thing about the possible resting place, then I'm
right.
okay with that.
You decide to stop at big old Billy's Big Billy barn.
Oh, so we didn't even get any ones. Okay.
Nope. Nothing particularly exciting happens along the way, so all good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ain't that just the sexiest? But unfortunately, time for sexy time is over, as it's time for nap time.
Yeah.
This is a nice, quiet village. Nice and quiet in the sense that, you know, barely anything ever happens here. And the guards, like the sleepy sorts that, even if like they're looking for someone, it's like, oh, no one ever comes here. No one ever comes here. Oh boy, does no one ever come here. Mostly because the vast majority of fugitives are not going to hide out in a place that's called Big Billy's Big Billy Barn.
Yeah.
That's like exactly the kind of place you'd expect people to look first. So, ironically, it has the opposite result.
Yeah, so besides, who said anything about fugitives? We are merchants.
You are merchants with fine wares. Big barrel of honey.
We have like 10 small barrels. We
All right.
didn't think
Who wants to
roll
me the final 66 for your final trick of the... Well, actually, I think that's only 3d6, or 46 actually you get to roll before you arrive.
46.
Oh no, Galter.
Ooh. 2 bucks.
Alright. Galter, as you wake up in the morning, you realize that sleeping in a place called Big Billy's Big Billy Barn may not necessarily be the cleanest place in town. Everyone has to roll me a fortitude save, or contract filth fever.
Oh god.
Oh, these are some real nasty goats.
You slept on the wrong side of the barn.
I'm gonna use Charmed Life just in case to get that charisma bonus to this.
It's very dapper to sleep and poop.
26 for Coulter.
You're perfectly fine.
And
24.
Don't waste your crits on this, people.
and 18.
Yes, because for some reason you think this is actually intentional.
Don't waste all your good luck. Unfortunately, Carl, I need a D3 out of you. Can you give me one of those, please?
Yeah.
For now, it is latent.
Ooh.
Sweet. You have 3 days to get rid of filth fever before you start having the negative effects.
Yeah, so I'm going to guess I can actually... Well, maybe there will be like a friendly neighborhood cleric in River Moth that will know remove disease or whatever that
Slap
spell
you with some
was.
cure disease, yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. The fortitude save for filth fever, by the way, is 12. So you need 2 saves consecutively to remove it entirely. But it ain't good, because it does do some damage to your dex and con over time. But only once a day, so that's nice. Anyway, hit the road.
Disease.
Towards the end of the road as you arrive in Rivermouth. You float up the river, see the town itself looming. The first thing that happens as you float up into Rivermouth proper is, how far do you go? Do you go into the town proper, like you actually go into the gates, or are you going to stop like around the town's edge?
Let's see.
Ooh.
It's probably safer to go on the edge, but at this stage, we're merchants, TM. You'll probably just stop at the docks.
Yeah, honestly. We should go somewhere where we could unload the barrels of honey like normal merchants and actually be able to pawn them.
Stroke your fake beards and groom your fake mustaches, people.
I'm also interested in how you made this map.
Oh, there's a random generator you can use to make a quick, little, dirty little map.
I was more interested in the legend thing. And
Oh, that's a feature of that generator.
oh, nice.
Yeah, so it seems that we have some kind of cotton dogs way over there.
Improvements.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get caught on the dogs.
The cotton docks are the fine docks. Well then, you all decide to head on into the city, and the minute you reach the city gates, there's like a bridge that crosses over eventually, and at that bridge, you can't help but notice that there are a lot of guards with all their crossbows and firearms and stuff aiming down at you. And there's a very specific guard who wears very fancy armor, standing at the bridge, looking down at you. Ahoy hoy, merchants.
Hello there. And I wave at him. What can we do for you, fine gentlemen?
The lady has the sharpest look in her eyes, like she is already done with us. You better get ashore right now and have yourself be detained. You are under arrest for treason.
Why would we, humble merchants, be arrested for anything like that?
I'm not giving you the luxury of a warning shot.
Is our path blocked?
Yes. There were two boats on the side, and they sort of pulled themselves in with ropes to block the passageway.
Ah.
You can hear the shouting of an angry merchant on the other side. His path is blocked. Right. What do you do now? What does he do now? He has to wait.
I quickly look to the others, like, how willing are you to fight through this?
Not very, because that would only call for reinforcements.
This might be a less reputable town when it comes to law, but I make sure that traitors don't make it through here. Hands up, weapons down now.
Well, how are we going to get ashore? We were heading to the thing to actually get to shore. You not meet us there?
There are like small docks around here where you could just hang your boat up, so to speak.
I suppose there would be if there was a river running through the middle of a town.
You know, Group Alex could create a distraction for us.
Yeah, but then we'd still need to get through the boat barricade in front of us.
Or we could quickly get to shore, fold up the... What kind of boat was this?
I think you're using the big boat because it's faster.
Did we have some kind of magical boat or something?
Yes, you had a folding boat.
Right. So, if we distract them, then we could get to shore, fold up the boat, and make a run for it into the city proper. Try to lose them.
Well, that's probably the best option. It's either that or, go to prison.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So. When it comes to distractions, I believe I've said like a few sessions ago that Carl tends to stick to the cabin on the boat.
Yes.
I wonder if I sent out an elemental or something if that would distract them enough.
Oh, we could both summon a thing.
Oh my. So much summoning.
So, Group Alex will cast Summon Swarm on them.
You do know that there are people with guns around you who are more than ready to fire the minute you start to do anything funny.
Well, we can probably take a hit or...
You can probably take a pot shot, yes, but I just wouldn't recommend it. Guns hurt! Well, they don't hurt as much as you think they do. Their actual power isn't that they can ignore armor.
Yeah, I
Who
don't
knew?
wear any.
The instant people like start going ham, I'm just gonna like get to the shore, grab the boat, and let's bolt.
I assume your
Let's
boat's like been
bolt.
idly floating around, so presumably you've been moving it to shore because that's what you've been ordered to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly.
So I have two main questions. One, where is this swarm ending up? And two, where's this elemental ending up?
The elemental is ending up, I'm thinking, nowhere because I'm probably going to make an illusion of a cloud instead to obscure us.
Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. And this
Be a
goes over
better
here.
idea, honestly.
I don't have enough space on my table and I hate it. On my desk. Oh no! A die fell off. Where did that go?
Oh no.
Weird. Oh, give me a second. I had to sneeze. There we go. Alright, let's see how the gunmans do. Because two of them will fire at Grubelix as they see him try to cast a spell. They don't have good aim though. And they're not close enough to fully benefit from the firearm's benefit of ignoring armor. So they both miss.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
As you end up with some holes in your boat, but not the bad kind of holes. Okay, where does the swarm end up?
I'd say in the where the most of the ranged attackers are.
Yeah, like you said, they were on like a bridge overlooking us, so assumedly on top of the bridge.
Yeah, in the thickest part.
Standing around there.
That's well, we are on in this kind of place, so a swarm of rats just kind of boil out of from whatever cover they might be.
Give them the old Dishonored strategy.
It's kind of yeah.
Okay, so there are two guards on the bridge, I see.
Yes, and the captain herself.
And the captain
Who has
okay.
one boot on like the
Riley.
the crenulations.
Looking very dramatic.
And
being
then
very
she's
piratey yo yahar.
That's my job.
looking dramatic until she's covered in rats.
Ah!
And we all know it's impossible to look dramatic when covered in rats.
Yeah.
That's just science.
So, where's our boat right now?
I assume you were going to this dock, which is the most
Yeah,
logical place
so
to
it's
try and set
somewhere
yourself
on the
up.
way then. Okay. So I can't help but notice that these guys are within a they are in a space that's 20 feet wide, so if I cast glitter dust I would get all three of them.
Oh my.
Yeah, although I don't really want to do that. If we're close enough to the shore, I could just pop Obscure and Mist.
Oh my. You create a spoof of obscuring mist. Which,
Yeah, let's say they do that. So it's a 20 feet radius, I believe.
20 feet radius, you believe. My.
Yeah, it is. So
That's a big puff.
yeah, so if we are like around like somewhere in this space, then it'll cover all the way to the dock.
Okay. Sweet. Well, I assume you're already at the dock, so you need to cover your land entrance.
Okay, then that's even better. It'll cover pretty much the entire pier.
The entire pier is covered in smoke. More gunfire, but they've lost you by now. You have a little bit of time before they will either start to remove the smoke or call in whatever local wizards they have to take care of the situation.
Oh no,
Yeah,
wizards.
so how long does it take to fold up the boat again?
Let me see how long the folding boat takes to fold up. Folding boat, show me the goods. Second command cost on to fold. Okay. A third. It doesn't mention.
Okay, good.
It legitimately does not mention how long it takes for the boat to fold or unfold. But since it's a cool magic box, we'll say that it simply takes a full round to back into its mobile shape.
So one round later, I guess we can grab it and be on our way to skedaddle from the docks.
To ski-daddle. Who doesn't like skedaddling? Alright. You hit the road, Jack, but don't you come back no more. That's what I got to say. Give me a moment. I'm preparing a new map. As you zoom, 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 like little butterflies. As you head down, the guards are not fast. These are people wearing medium and heavier armor, so unless one of you happens to be heavy enough to have reduced movement speed.
Hello.
Ah, yes, I forgot you have a fighter on your team. Ain't that just the bee's knees? All that heavy armor weighing you down.
I'm in full plate. Actually, let me check something. What did this thing do? No. Practice. Heavy armor is treated as medium armor and so forth. How much did medium armor drop you?
They both
Speed.
reduce your speed. It's just that heavy armor reduces your running speed.
Okay, so I currently am treated as wearing medium armor.
I'd like it.
Thanks my Iron Pikeman's attitude stance.
Don't forget to restore your hit points and all that.
So I'm running faster than they are. Well, the ones in heavy armor at least.
You hear the clang of their boots coming behind you, and in the distance you hear the screaming of the lady going that you will be caught and you will be tried immediately. This is beyond treason.
Well,
You are
Mm,
in a decent part of town, but it's very densely built.
yeah.
So, here's the question. You are followed by a few guards. Some of them are still trying to handle these rats. What exactly is your escape plan? How do you intend to vanish into the shadows properly? As the roads lay bare before you. With some people, there's some crowds and all, but if you stick together, odds are they'll find you and probably catch up with you eventually, as the faster, not heavily armored guards come in.
Okay, so let's see.
I can try. Natural. That doesn't.
So I can see the towers of this like gate loom in the distance. Are we supposed to get through that to be somewhere notable, or?
Oh, those gates are no particular location. I just want to know what you guys are planning to avoid detection for long enough that you can meet up again and act normally. Because right now, every single person around you is going to be like, there they are. And no one here has any particular reason to care about whether you get caught or not.
Yeah.
If only.
Well, I don't think breaking into any of these houses is a decent idea.
Well, there goes my idea of break in, steal some clothes, and pretend to be someone else.
I mean, that's
Preferably.
technically what you tried when they caught you.
Yeah, but then we're pretending to be someone else, someone else.
Oh my.
Double disguise.
If we layer on more disguises, you'll become more invisible.
Yeah. That's how it works.
So how about we duck into the corner somewhere and then we use that wand of invisible sphere that we have?
No. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that could work at least for a little bit.
Yeah, so let's find like a good nook or cranny to do that in. There should be like an alleyway somewhere that we could use.
What are you intending to use? The wand of what?
One of Invisibility sphere that we got from fighting the Drake.
Oh. That's not a terrible idea.
I
don't know why I got the sniffles, and I hate it.
Yeah, I'm feeling that a bit myself, if I'm honest.
Well, alright. You guys intend to find a place you can safely cast a spell.
Convey seems to be an all creature within 10 feet of the recipient. Okay. Oh, the center of the effect is mobile with the recipient, so we can move
So
that.
we just huddle.
Yeah. I mean, within 10 feet, so it's not even that much of a huddle. Like, we could even be like 5 feet
It's
apart.
cozy
and
is the
still
term. It's cozy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Pets. Alright.
Yeah.
You deploy a sphere of invisibility on yourself as you run down.
I mean, not right in plain sight. I hoped we would hide in like a
You should
train
probably do it somewhere
somewhere.
where no one can see you, because, again, these people are probably very law-abiding citizens in this town that you were told some smugglers want you to bring some smuggling goods.
Yeah.
Filled
don't
with
mind
law-abiding
it.
citizens.
So for now, let's try running across this like little square before us.
Alright. Initiative-wise, we're doing this side by side, so you guys, then them, then you guys, then them. So don't worry about the specifics.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, I suggest we just kinda run forth and
This little square has the main town well, so it's a common place for people to hang out, have a drink, sip some water.
alright. So there's people around here.
There's people around here.
yeah, a lot of people. Okay, maybe we shouldn't squeeze past them and just kinda go left.
Well, we can go through the square and then create a distraction behind us.
Yeah, okay.
So let's hurry on through the square. Whatever
As you
man we
all,
may.
all make your movement actions down the square, barreling through people. Everyone is like shocked, I say, that you would have such. Well, they look at you and you can tell that there's a clear switch that gets flicked before they actually start screaming, "Oh no, criminals!"
Yeah, so that's the way barreling through crowds works. At first, they kinda don't resist, and then once you've gone through, they tense up, and then the guards will have a problem.
Actually, no. As that switch in their head flicks, they try to stop you.
Huh?
Yeah, but
And
we
you see
are
people
past
shouting
them by
down the
then.
line, "Criminals incoming! Stop them!" These people don't look
Okay.
like the law-abiding sorts, though.
I pull out some gold coins and throw them behind us.
No one seems to give a shit.
Whoa.
Fine, we'll do this the hard way. I'm gonna get the gun that I just got and fire it into the air and go and yell, "Get out of our way!"
Also, I'm covered in spikes
It-
and I'm carrying a
Yeah,
pole
like,
arm.
you don't want to bump into Galter.
Get
So
the fuck out of my way.
you hold this gun up high, this shiny golden gun. There's this this quiet moment, and then one guy comes up to you, and just very quietly asks, "What the hell do you think you do? Come this way.
Oh,
Okay, well, I feel like we
Pushes the
screwed
door
up
open.
somewhere.
Come.
well, I haven't fired it yet, but
Eh,
Get inside. Come. Bloody idiots. It's always the
Okay,
out of
hold
towners
that a
around
lot.
here.
why did he... Okay, and... Okay, does this guy get in as well?
Do any one of you peek out the window
I mean,
to see
well,
what's
if
up?
we're getting
Not
shoved
for
into a building.
now, I want this guy to get in. Okay, now is a good time to activate the wand.
You become invisible, allowing you to peek through the window without any hassle. Or, hang out near the door if you really wanted to. You see the guards walk up, and people are like, "Oh, they went down here," and the other guys, "No, they went down here." And they split up, and then like, "Oh, god damn it!" And then someone down the road's like, "That way!" Terrible fiends. And you hear their distant clanging go off and away.
Aha!
Then, with a very swift kick, the guy slips back in. Alright then. What's all this then? First I hear the plan to arrest a bunch of do-no-gooders. And then you come showing up with that. I want to know who the hell you think you are, coming into the Beggar King's territory like this.
Okay.
Well, we kind of didn't really have much of a choice, if we're honest.
Oh,
Not to
not much
mention
of a
the
choice,
fact
they
that
say.
Not to mention the fact we didn't really know that this was, an occupied location by some other,
Oh, we like to keep the guards in their little disillusions, you know. Gives us the space to breathe.
I
Now,
can understand that.
the question is, why you go swinging around that, and what you're trying to do in this town of ours?
Okay, I'll be
This
clear
raggedy
with you.
drow man has his arms crossed and looks kind of impatient. Like he did not wake up for this today.
Mhm.
We are just trying to get away from Vigil for now for the crime of not committing.
For the crime of not committing a crime.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy. So you bloody tourist then? Well then.
Oh, we are errand boys,
Where you going?
given that we have
Oi,
Yeah, we
what
have
you
a
living
bad
to?
errand.
Who are you delivering to then?
Well, we're not entirely sure.
Oh, you're not sure. Well, what do you know then?
That there was a okay, out of character. So there's the River King that was mentioned by the other guy that gave us the gun, and there's the
rat,
Beggar King.
The Beggar King and the Rat King are technically the same person. He will reveal that information to you if you ask.
Oh, well, okay, you only know that out of character now then. Great.
Well, technically speaking, if you start using the terms, he's like, just stick to one term, it's more consistent. So, I imagine in character it gets dropped at some point.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, then I hope that Val just kinda
So, if you just...
loudmouths it out.
I'm just gonna ask, if you're just here to bring some packages, I could take it to the other side of town and get the stuff delivered. But if you got other business here...
I mean, to be fair, we would like to... You might have noticed that the lass here is kind of dressed as a merchant, and honestly, we have legit wares that we would like to sell off here. But I guess now that plan is kind of busted, so guess we'll need to do that in the next town over.
I don't know if going around selling stuff is the best idea. Yeah.
Oh, the guards won't bother you once you... Well, you can still sell your wares, you just don't sell it to the people you usually sell it to. No then. What do you want? You want to get to the other side of town? Because I'll do that for you for free.
To continue our trek down to the sea, I guess, yeah. Like,
okay. So you're not going to deliver what you're supposed to be delivering.
I mean, that too.
Yeah, I mean, we still need to do that.
You should probably do the favor you were asked to do. It's only the polite thing to do.
I mean, they did give us a boat. It's a very nice boat.
It's a boat that served you well. And continues to serve you well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who are we delivering the mail to again?
I want to reiterate, by the way, that because you're invisible, this conversation is just hilarious. Because this guy's just talking to himself, and the person next to him is like, what's going on? They're invisible. Well, if you got things to deliver, I can help you with that. Because again, if you're delivering them to the Rat King, I'm sure he'd like to see these people causing a ruckus that don't send a head message. Ugh, the people they hire nowadays.
We are in kind of a bad situation where pretty much everyone seems to be out to get us, so we don't really know who to trust to get a message across.
You're fresh as a spring breeze then. Alright. Missus here has some rags you can wear. You'll blend in like anything really. Like any of the browns around here. The lady that has entered since a bit has like this pile of rags that you'd almost say are collected and ordered in a very formulaic fashion.
Oh man.
And she offers them up for you. It honestly feels more like you're just layering on ponchos than that you're putting on some sort of clothing onto yourself.
Yeah.
You look like ghosts in a very abstract way once you wear them, but you're invisible for now, so you can't even tell.
Yeah, that's even better. Okay, so we don't even take out our underneath clothes.
You don't have to. These are like big, baggy, no risks clothes.
Yeah. Do we get like a shapeless pork pie kind of hat to go with that?
Yeah, sure. It's
Nice.
so shapeless that you can pull over your face with these.
Yeah. Splendid. Now we look like...
You look like walking piles of rags. Like a ragamuffin.
Yeah.
I guess let's put some rags on Adi as well, so that she'll look like a kobold.
Let's shrink down, actually.
Does anyone want to roll me some disguise?
Whoever
Whoever thinks they can manage this. This is no ordinary task.
That's minus.
Skills. Disguise runs off
It's a minus.
charisma, so not me.
Yeah, so that probably falls to me then. So, boop.
Also, Valentine, since you're still like out by the window, you notice that people are now actually picking up the coins.
Dang it.
Yeah. I will have.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Alright, well, despite the odds,
3 gold coins.
Ade does in fact look a little bit like a kobold, one with a very bad hunchback, but there you go.
Sneaky sneak.
Yay.
Camouflaged but easily recognizable. As in, if someone saw them and had to identify them again, they'd be easily recognizable. Not that you can still tell it's Adi. This lady will...
Well, guess we can drop the invis now that we've put on clothes and just kinda waltz out to follow that guy to the Rat King, possibly. So, is he actually like several rats with their tails
several
tied
rats
together?
stacked on top of each other?
No, with their tails tied together.
That sounds gross.
That's what a rat king is.
Maybe, could be. I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying it isn't.
I'll post a picture of it, but it is kind of gross.
You know what? Nobody needs to know that. Oh yeah, rat kings are... The idea alone is kind of confusing. Like, how do rats get that done? What happens that they're so tied up?
Oh, there's a bunch of them together in one place.
Like, I know wires get all tangled up over time, but there's a difference between that and just rats randomly turn into a single mass. What happens when you have too many rats? Well, they become one mega rat.
Well,
Who wants to be a mega rat? I don't. I know that much.
Tangled mess of rat.
Indeed. Everyone wants to be a tangled mess of rat. It's just great.
Yeah.
It's good free real estate, as they say. Anyway.
Maybe they just kind of get like pitch or whatever on their tails when running through cities, and then they stay.
Yeah, they get all sticky, not just tangled.
You're shown off to a nice locale, if I may. It's a tavern, really. But just walking in, you get the feeling that this is one of those places where everyone is constantly keeping an eye on anyone that doesn't technically belong here. And you can instantly tell who is a patron here and who is probably here every single hour of the day. Because the ones that are not, doing the whole lookout thing are very clearly just getting hammered.
Yeah.
As you walk in, the guy will show you towards the back and tell you to keep your demeanor down.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to do for the past several days.
Lovely. You know, back in my day, he grumbles a lot. Like, he talks to himself the whole way through as he guides you inside. He waves to the barkeep, giving a very deliberate gesture, and just starts to guide you down the stairs into the rockier section that feels moist. Like, you can just feel you're below water level at this point. Alright, down the back. And then he shows you to a nice, cozy back room that has a large. That's a wrong letter. Has a large bookcase, and next to that bookcase is a guy who looks like he's sleeping and sort of too drunk. But the minute you enter the room, you see the hood just peek up for just a moment, and then he goes back down again. All right, through the door. You go speak with Mr. King. I'll be waiting here. And he steps aside and lets you through. But mind your manners. He's a fine man.
Of course.
I will do my best.
As you walk inside, you see, in the distance of this sewery system, a figure sitting in a circle of candles. For a king, they are probably worse dressed than most people we've seen so far. Like, you think you could take a vow of poverty and still dress better than this.
Well, he's the Rat King. Probably not expecting,
It is
gilded
a
clothing.
rat man, though. He's like a little rat. But he's the cute kind, so you're not gonna have to hold your noses up. He simply sits there and waits. There are against this wall are like some rickety folding chairs that have been set up. All in all, you don't feel like you're addressing someone of any particular power or influence, considering that this guy looks like he's just a random rat person trying to make the best of his life in the sewer.
Yeah. And do rat people have their own language of some kind?
They have a bastardization of the thieves' cant.
Ah, I wouldn't know it then. Okay.
But he does speak common. He's still an intelligent being living in a city.
Yeah, I was kinda just hoping to score myself points by being able to address him in some language he would also know, but it wouldn't be common.
Anyway.
No dice though, so guess I'll just grade him.
And he holds up his hand, parallel to the ground, then he sort of sways it forward, as if giving you the word.
I just kinda beckon to Valentine to proceed forward with the golden gun, I guess.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Rat King, sir. A little wave.
Again, his hand gestures to keep talking. You get this idea that maybe he's just so miserly that he doesn't even want to waste words unless he has to. That might explain all the poverty.
Makes sense.
This makes sense.
So we've come from pretty far upstream, and we're supposed to make some deliveries in this town, and we're not entirely sure who we're supposed to give them to. We were given them by the dude in Freedom Town, I think it was. Yeah.
Did you ever get his name?
What was his name?
A++.
He was like an orc.
Yeah, it's some kind of special name.
In Freedom Port. What a guy he was. He
John
had a good
Freedom.
life, didn't he? That guy found everything funny, I think. In a way.
Yeah.
In a special way.
To be fair, we did say a lot of stupid things.
Yeah, we are letting BK do being the social person in our group, and that's how it ends up.
I see Dortrutt is still led by his very materialistic ways if he hands out weapons of gold still.
Oh no, that was some other guy from a farm. We beat up a robot, and he was like, "Here, have the gun."
No, wasn't it some
Nice.
other guy in full plate, arriving the horse from nowhere and hand us the gun?
Well, he went the same way the orc went, so it's entirely possible they both went to the same building. Or came from the same building.
Yeah, and the orc guy that we helped originally did ask, how did I feel about firearms? So I assumed they were associated.
that bullet is eventually going to fall from the sky and hit someone on the head, or make a hole in someone's roof.
Yeah, well, that's someone else's problem.
I appreciate your straightforward attitude regarding property damage.
They shouldn't have pushed us to escape.
Yes. Well then, how may I assist you? Since you've come to my fine town, apparently, on duty of someone else.
So we also have the letters. I guess this will just go to the local post office.
Yeah, that one we can probably handle on our own.
Perhaps. I've heard that you've caused quite a stir with the local town guard.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. I see that you have quite a lot of people.
In fact, I have seen your
Then-
faces on the bounty posters already.
Did they get my
Okay.
good side?
Famous already.
I feel that the real deal is always better than what you see in pictures.
Yeah, that's true enough.
Yeah. Be proud, be flashy, be dapper.
Indeed. So
Right.
I see you have quite a lot of people that respect your name and can move around the town covertly.
Indeed.
I guess it wouldn't be amiss if we left the mail delivery, the last part of it, to someone else that could actually walk up to the post office without being murdered.
If you feel that is the right thing to do, I will not stop you. But
Honestly,
I can
I
help you
don't.
with that if you wish. It's a small thing to have the mail brought. I did not make this place a safe place for all, out of the kindness of my heart. I have sensed strange tidings from afar, and you are part of those tidings.
Hopefully not in a bad way.
No, it's more like, the king is a bit nutty, and you're part of that nuttiness because he's like going after you, or at least he put your face on a bounty poster.
Yeah, honestly, that seems disproportionate.
It is. This was once a land of the free, a land of defending one's honor, a land of standing united against the orcs, against the endless hordes. To see the king console with creatures of the dark, of ill scales. I've been looking for individuals who would not mind trekking beyond this town in assistance, shall we say. The rat, by the way, is constantly like sitting, knees folded. He looks slightly emaciated, like he doesn't eat well. That you got a good look. And as the candles
sounds
burn out,
good.
he doesn't seem to care.
Seems very monastic to me.
Now, if you are people with a good heart, you will not turn down the request I wish to make of you. But of course, it is a request that requires more than just goodness. It requires a degree of bravery, and a degree of willingness to break the law. But I know not everyone is swayed by mere morality. I may not have much
Well-
myself, but I have access to individuals who have much.
At this stage in the game, breaking the law seems like a pretty small deal when we're already wanted.
Yup.
Hmm.
I mean, there's the law, then there's the law of the guilds, the law of the shop,
Yes. There's a lot of laws.
A shopkeeper isn't necessarily going to kick you out because you did some stupid esoteric law he doesn't care about.
Well, if I'm getting paid, I am not going to grumble overly much.
A mercenary type, I see. I was like you at some point, but I've abandoned those ways. But I will not expect you to see the same. Now,
If this is what it takes to restore a vigil to normalcy,
what I'm about to ask you is quite a dire request. Do you know what a beholder is?
yes, I do.
Have you ever seen
Yeah, that's where
a beholder?
beauty is.
Oh, well, that's cute. That is so cute. You know what? You know what? Take a hero point for that. Take a hero point for making that darling pun. That is a cute pun, and I love it. Anyway, have you ever seen a beholder with your very own eyes?
I don't think any of us would survive doing so, no.
And the king certainly has on numerous occasions.
We'll need to prepare them.
But I request of you is that you return to Vigil. Sort of. What I actually need you to do is to find out where these visitors of his are coming from. My eyes and ears only go as far as the city walls, as far as civilization itself can stretch, and these creatures come from beyond that. I need to know who they are and why they are consorting with the king. If the king has gone mad, then why would he consort with creatures known for their paranoia? If the king is corrupted by power, why would he deal with entities that would surely take it from him? If you would indulge this small request, then I will lend you whatever aid I can muster.
Assuming they
That
haven't
seems like
already
the-
taken the power from him by
the
basically
best way
making
of,
him a puppet.
like getting rid of the dude who wants us dead is to find out why, who's making him want us. Words, my brain's muddling over. Find the person who's making the king try to kill us, and stop that thing from like corrupting the king, so that we won't be in mortal danger anymore. Did I arrange those in the right way? I think so.
I think I might have made sentence.
Yeah, potentially. I built
Okay.
that sentence out of Legos.
I'm going to activate the Wordomatic machine, and we're going to see if that was a sentence.
Oh man,
It says that there were words. That's good enough.
heck yeah.
Well, since you seem to be interested in my offer, I've heard that one of the stronger of the beholders that has visited him continuously, supposedly a scryer of immense power, comes from the Isle of Terror. I have no influence there, nor do I have any contacts there. The few settlements that exist on that island are entirely staffed by, well, people who think little of me. And the Thieves Guild. Of course.
Isle of Terror.
It is an island racked by storms, supposedly haunted by fae and hags, and many a thing lying under the waves. Perfect place for anyone who doesn't like polite society to make his installation. Plenty of neighbors to visit.
Perfect place for beholders to
Consort
arise.
with blue dragons, no less.
I feel like this is way over our capabilities as of now.
I'm not asking you to kill them. I simply wish for you to spy on them.
Yes, spying on a powerful scryer does not end well usually. Especially since it seems that despite our best attempts at disguise, at subterfuge, we've run into the guards right in this very town.
Perhaps you should pay better attention when you float in and out of a town by boat, and take no effort to disguise the boat itself. Didn't you run away from Helene Town with your boat?
I think so. We've run away from basically everywhere with the boat.
The guards here will not bother you no more. I hold enough sway
They
to make
will
sure.
bother our boat and take it. Oh well.
But don't cause any more trouble than you have to. At some point, even the captain will cease to listen to reason.
Yes, certainly.
But since you clearly do not feel that you are ready for this, what do you think would make you stronger? Are you the type who think that perhaps you should delve deep into the bowels of the world to learn? More the type for sky castles in the cloud dreaming? Because I can give you something to do, to help you build your confidence. I'm certain you can do it already, but if it is confidence you seek.
I mean, it would certainly help to, have less chance of instantly dying. in any sort of job.
Not
Yeah.
dying instantly is indeed a necessity for most missions. This is basically assumed.
Okay. If you put it this way, maybe it's a fair point. Maybe we're for now insignificant enough that we would not be immediately suspected or notable if we try to spy.
I am simply saying that I have other things for you to do that can help you build your confidence and perhaps even build some resources you can use. But perhaps
I mean, I'm down for that.
This guy kind of wants to know, like, listen, I some random crap lying around that I haven't gotten around to yet. If you want to do something to build up confidence, build up some finance and experience points, so to speak, like what do you like to do most? And he'll try to find something that he has lying around that matches that. Because he probably has, like, I lost my shit in this crevice. Pick it out. And hey, I want you to steal this. It looks really nice on my window sill.
Well,
Like, he runs a thieves guild. He has contacts and like job board access.
well, I have focused my life on making people not alive anymore.
So you're a killing troop.
Oh yes.
I
Some
might
of
have.
us, at least.
Well, if you all don't mind committing some mass murder. While I am.
Eh.
Well, people tend to think of me as a saint. I am not above the act of ending a life that has thrown away its own right to it. Near Rivermouth is a small forest. What do you think would hide in such a forest near such an influential town of trade?
Werewolves?
Snakes?
Bandits.
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting you to get at least one of those right.
I bet it was snakes.
He is like, are you psychic? Like, he's like flabbergasted that you actually managed to guess this. Your friend is quite keen with his mind. But indeed, from far away, reptilians have come, set up shop,
Oh,
a rival guild almost, stealing from this town right from under my nose. Normally I wouldn't take too much offense to it, but they've started targeting the poor as well, stealing even people.
Oh, this is heinous.
that's unpleasant.
I don't know what they plan.
What sort of reptiles?
Oh, they're humanoid. They wield weapons and armor. Plenty of money to sneak out from under their noses if you sell what they have, I assume. So if it's money you need, that's settled, and I'm pretty sure fighting creatures that are capable of sneaking into a town past the local town guard and taking anyone they want is also good fighting experience. It'll build your confidence.
Guessing you're speaking more of snake people.
Of course.
Sneeple, if you will.
I have reason to suspect they've even infiltrated my guild to some extent, judging by how my prior attempts have been intercepted almost consistently.
Well, we are certainly a good wild card.
Indeed.
Yeah. The chances are I won't see us coming, especially if you're the only one that
They
knows
won't
we're
see you
going
coming
in.
primarily because I don't really have an attack force I can just send outside the city gates to strike them. They're expecting the town guard with an army of losers instead of fine young fellows as yourself who can handle themselves in any situation. This guy is quite the optimist.
Yeah, I can
Fine,
see that.
so we are. So are we.
I think we're less optimists and just kind of dumb.
Same difference.
Blunt.
We're dumb. It's because we're dumb.
Right.
We're doing
Well,
our best, and that's what matters.
And that's why he believes in. That's why you're gonna get a shoulder pat when you walk away.
Hooray!
So I guess I'm going to ask whether whether the guild has like a resident wizard.
What do you need a resident wizard for? I
He's
can
got
sense the
poop
smell of
disease.
magic on two of you at least.
Yes, and I would appreciate having someone to exchange
Spells with.
spell knowledge with.
Well, the Thieves Guild does have an illusionist, but its prices aren't exactly polite.
I suppose I could still always just try going topside and asking one of the town's possible resident wizards. I hope they wouldn't be the kind that would care much about worldly concerns like who's wanted.
Well, I mean, the thing about the illusionist you need to remember is he knows like good spells. Is that he is the guy who probably like deals with the fence and gets to look at most of the scrolls and.
Yeah, okay. Fine, I'll live with his markup.
I mean, it's the access you're paying for, and the fact that he's an asshole.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll appreciate getting to meet him at the very least.
I'm sure you will find that his many spells will serve you well. Just
And
have some
then,
patience. He has quite a few spell books.
of course.
Patient in the sense that he'll take like a minute to find the book for the spell you're looking for.
Look, I
One of
spend
those.
an hour in the morning every day to prepare mine.
Okay. But that's preparation, that's not finding the spell itself. Well, is there anything else I can help you with, perhaps? If you
You know
require
anyone in the
So,
market to buy a
anything-
whole lot of honey?
He seems slightly confused. Honey, you say?
Yeah,
Oh!
the stuff bees make.
Yes. I recall hearing about. Yes. Well, what is the price you're looking to fetch for it?
So how much did we pay for it in Tri-Town?
I think it was like. We probably wrote it down, didn't we?
Like, honey was something per pound, and then we bought like something that would have been a large barrel, except split up into lesser ones.
Several baby barrels filled with honey. That is a cool rat picture there, Belmore. And that costume, BK, what the heck? Oh, that is a cute rat, though. That is a cute rat.
Bananas in pajamas.
Oh, you want a cool rat? He is
Oh,
a
no.
cool rat.
Oh no, I'm being cooled. Oh no. Awesome
It's
looks
a
weird when
office.
you split it like that.
It's an official cool rat.
It's a little simo. Oh no. Well, where were we? Because that made me lose track. It's giggling at rats.
What?
I'm
I'm sure I
trying to
remember
look
how
up
much
the price
honey.
of honey.
Yes, the price of honey. We were at that barrel of yours you're trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like honey has some kind of price per half pound. So
How many pounds do you have?
like over, let's see. Yeah, honey is like a gold piece per half a pound, so I believe we have like something around 200 pounds, because that would be about like 10-20 pound barrels.
200 pounds of raw honey.
A whole lot of honey.
Oh my
We
goodness.
were
So how much?
pretending
How
to
much?
be merchants.
So how much do you spend for it?
Well, 400, right?
Yeah, you spend 400 on it. He'll be nice, and he'll offer you like, hey, I'll take it off your hands right now for 600.
Wow, that's a lot more markup than I was expecting, honestly. Sure, deal.
That works. But we were just pretending to be merchants. We're not actually merchants.
Yeah, but we are making a pretty penny on this.
Certainly shows with your disguise. Could do some work from what I heard.
Yeah,
But that's all for
Thank
future
you.
endeavors. While you are not technically Thieves Guild members, I'll make sure that my people are well informed that you are collaborating with us, and we will see exactly how we're going to resolve those things later. The barkeep at the front tends to be the information man. If you have any questions about the snake people, you should probably ask him first.
Yes, certainly.
Now then, is there anything else you require? From me specifically, that you could also ask the man in front, then please ask him first.
Yes, certainly.
I think it's mostly covered.
Excellent.
I think.
Well, he will let you go whenever you're ready.
Right.
Like, if we are supposed to know... sorry, I'm losing track of what I'm saying. If you're supposed to have a new contact for the more earthly matters like getting equipment, then yeah, let's not bother the king himself anymore.
The barkeep at the front can help you direct those kinds of situations.
Good.
This guy will come in when after a moment. You don't know what prompted him, and he will start discussing with the wrecking as you guys leave.
I need to.
Valentine,
I'll be back in a second.
you hear a little voice in your head. The guy's telepathy.
Oh, gasp.
And he says that he's glad that you didn't make any stupid cat and mouse jokes. So he treats you to your tab has a free drink on it now.
Heck yeah.
After all,
Wow, you're...
be the change you want to be in the world.
I mean, I'm sure I've had my fair share of cat jokes, so I know how
Start a
rough
club.
it is.
Start a club.
Support group.
The Cat and Mouse Club. And they have a sign that says it's raining cats and dogs, and that person just got fired instantly.
It's like crossed out with a permanent marker. It's like, no.
It's raining water. You sit outside. The guy who's at the bar sees this, raises a finger, and then just kind of walks away.
I'll be back in a second. Hang on.
Okay. Everyone can take 5 if they need to blow their nose or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 5 to blow my nose. Achoo! Achoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it would.
Now it's just a second. Just get up,
Yeah.
do something.
Alright then. You all sit at the table in this rickety place that kind of smells. I mean, you are in the not as great part of town, so that's expected.
Yeah.
The people who were before giving you the weird looks are not giving you as weird a look. So, what do you wish to do? You have the whole town available to you, and you have a job that's requested of you.
I'm gonna get that free drink.
The guy hoists a list up, and then he puts another list down, and the one list looks like a pretty basic one. The other one is like the fancy stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go
Including
with
a
the
drink that
fancies.
says if you can down it in one, you get another one for free.
Oh, I'm taking that challenge. You bet your ass.
Everyone
Hey,
watches.
roll Constitution.
Yeah, fortitude is what's about to come up, as you are offered
Oops,
a
button.
stiff-ass drink.
Yeah.
You Everyone watches as Valentine tips back in his chair as he confidently takes a big swig, and then just falls over backwards, solid as a rock. Well,
I'm doing my best.
I was
Doesn't it
gonna
back
warn him
from-
that stuff makes you, but guess you already learned it, huh? So fellas, how can I help you? Since apparently you're the local troublemakers around it now.
Yeah, I kinda run with these people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can you tell us about a snake's nest in the forest nearby?
I wish I got more for you, boy, but the snakes keep well hidden. Last time I checked anything out on them, they were just slithering around. I'm not getting the town. Got a feeling it'd be the sewers, snakes and all, but the people. So maybe the gates. Hear nothing. They enter the town, they leave the town. Now, admittedly, maybe they're with everyone else, but we can't check every single person for snakes, can we? So I don't know. They get in, they get out. Essentially, he doesn't quite know how the snakes get in. He just knows that they do. And that they may be using someone as a form of disguise. Because from what he heard, they are clearly looking like snake people. Like, the few sightings of them are in this scale form. Like, for how unsubtle they are, it's surprising no one sees them before they strike. Yes, someone might want to put Valentine in an upright position.
Okay. What do we know about the UNT? If this is them.
Well, you do know that common stereotypes of like snakes are sneaky and persuasive, mind-controlling, domineering. Creatures of subterfuge, one might say.
Yes.
Maybe they have allies or a good disguise. Or they can just teleport into town with a magic circle.
Does Pathfinder have UNT or does
Yanti
it
is copyrighted to Wizards of the Coast, so technically speaking, Paizo may not print them.
Right.
They do have replacement serpent folk.
Yeah. I remember now.
Also, despite them also owning mind flayers, didn't stop demon souls.
Well, people with squid heads are gonna.
Oh no, they are called mind flayers. They straight up use the name. No fear. These Japanese
Don't
people.
tell anyone.
No fear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Paizo doesn't really want to use these either because of how they are tied to wizards, so instead they just can use aboleths directly.
But
Hmm.
all I know where they are is that they're in the forest somewhere, out there hanging out. Forest
Okay.
kind of got some hills in there too. Maybe they're on top of the hill, maybe at the bottom of the hill.
Well, luckily we have a druid with us.
The druid who could probably ask some animals to help out.
Oh, now he can.
Do some
I mean, you can probably prepare speak with animals, right?
business. Spells. No.
He can.
I'm
It's a
not-
first level druid spell.
Oh, well, it's not here.
Yeah. He's a prepared spellcaster. He has the full list available every time he prepares, so just because it's not in there doesn't mean he can't get it later.
Okay.
Like, clerics and druids get all their potential spells they could ever cast as known immediately. They are not like wizards where you have to learn each one.
But as a downside to this, they have to prepare each one individually every use. Wizards, on the other hand, have so much utility and damage that, well, their downside is that they also have to learn the spells they want to prepare.
I'm pretty sure I prepare like a number of uses of each spell and don't even get to cast.
People tend to vastly overestimate the need for hyper-flexibility. Putting that aside, is there anything else you would like to ask this nice barkeep, or perhaps order a drink?
Does he have anything
Not paralyzing?
that keeps people regular? Because I've been feeling kind of down ever since yesterday.
Aww. Well,
I prefer to keep a clear head.
if you don't mind taking something with drugs in it, he probably has something that can help you perk up emotionally. But if you just want to have a regular stool, since that's also what regular could mean, you can crush some fruit into a pulp.
Do you sell food?
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess a dinner will be nice.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that that's how you cure filth fever.
Eat and drink well.
Just drink enough alcohol to burn it out.
If you poop enough, everything will leave your body.
Yeah.
Words to live by.
I'm smart.
Okay, no, let me just roll a relevant knowledge skill.
That's how.
Okay, now, do you all have like a cleric or whatever?
Sure. I mean, we got a couple in-house doctors who mostly just wipe people clean of any nasties they got. But if you're looking for like a proper cleric, we do have temples around there, yeah.
I mean, either one should be fine.
Sure. But not around here. The Red King doesn't exactly live on guild territory. He writes down an address for you to one of the like patch-up dudes who's like, I did something criminal and I need someone to make my arm stick to my shoulder. This guy can do that for you.
Yeah, great. And does he also have the address of like possibly dead illusionist?
Why would he be dead?
That illusionist.
Oh, thought you said possibly that dead. He gives you that address too, but recommends that while he has plenty of spells and is quite a competent caster, his prices are a little bit on the more expensive side.
Oh, then would you recommend someone else?
Well, unfortunately, those snakes have been going after most people with magical potential. Not the clerics, but the sorceress types. But let me see. I think Charlie's still up and running. She can help you out. So yes, you get a name of someone called Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
Yeah. Bit of a conjurer. Don't know why she likes this stuff so much, but there you go.
Oh, that's not from my own heart. Okay, well, guess I shouldn't hang around and spend the rest like I asked the team. So should we go after the first thing the next morning? And take the rest of the day off?
You could probably still visit a place.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, spend the rest of this day visiting places and then go after the snakes the next day.
Cool.
Is that okay with you all?
Various mumbling cat sounds.
Yeah, I'm mostly asking Galter because Valentine's not really in a position to try to answer that.
Yes, that's probably fine.
All right then.
Okay. Well,
Who do you want to visit first?
the patched guy probably.
You head over to the specified address.
Yeah.
This is a rundown back alley building.
Yeah.
Exactly what you'd expect when you hear the patch-up guy for emergency situations.
Yeah, like if he lives in this kind of place, he should really know how to deal with filth fever because I bet he gets a lot of cases.
You knock on the
Excuse
door
me.
and see a person in like a full plague outfit walk out. The whole place smells of, well, medicine. We'll call it a medicinal smell. The inside is remarkably prim and proper for the environment you're in. As you see Doctor.
Right. Yeah, I appear to have contracted a disease recently.
Yes, I see. That is not good for you. It cannot be helped, can it? Then he pulls the mask off and plops it against his forehead. Yes. Let's have a look. See. Fine build, fine. But like he starts touching you and starts like examining you in a way that I think Belmore would say that it's a very Lutherian way of doing it. Very like if you were to die, he would just have fun seeing what you're made of. Oh, yes. How are you disease, you say? Well, normally I try to find price, but perhaps if you were more than willing to make a slight tweak, I would do it cheap. Would you want it cheap?
No, not really.
Oh, what a shame! Oh, my heart bleeds. Chance to examine such a fine body. Take it away from me. But let us not linger on such minor details. Let me look at some spellcasting services prices. The guy asks you to sit down on the bed while he starts taking a bunch of, well, he takes out a whole bunch of cool bottles and stuff, and you don't quite know what to think of all this. Let's take a look, see where an alchemist falls. Oh, God. I don't like how when you click on this thing, it's always being used to spell this instead of the page where I can see where the cast level is going to be. Ooh, this guy knows what he's up to. So we have... Okay. For 210 gold, he can provide you with a tincture against your disease. He swirls this bottle. And it's filled with a very weird-looking silvery green liquid. That cat is in a chair, and that is what it's like.
Yeah.
So, Calder, you can just pay him the money and get out before he starts taking those knives and using them for something?
Yeah, because I feel like that's what he meant when he said examine.
Oh, he just wants a slice. You'll grow it back. That's how it works.
Yeah. Okay, well, guess I'll...
Just hand him the cash and he'll let you take a sip.
Yeah. Honestly, he seems like he could use the cash, so maybe he should take it instead of indulging his pursuits.
You take a big old swig. You blink a couple of times and you feel better. But that was a heavy brew. Your stomach just feels full now. Whatever he makes his magical alchemical brews with, should probably cut down on the lard.
Oh well, at least I don't have to bother the barkeep anymore for food.
This is not lean like laudanum.
Are you quite sure that was supposed to be taken internally?
Me neither. Well, thank.
Your disease is gone either way.
Yeah.
Drank a bottle
Let's
of
go
ointment.
meet Charlie.
Puts his mask back on and with. Don't be shy. Come back and hold it. You go find Charlie. Lucky for you, Charlie lives in a respectable shop.
Nice.
So this time, you don't have to put up with bananas. I need to make a special folder for this because I think wizards and their spell lists are going to be a thing.
Yeah, sorry, I...
Okay. That's Charlie with IE, by the way.
Yeah.
Bada boom, bada boom. Okay, let's see. You go to the small, respectable shop. It has potions lying around. It's got a nice home, cozy feel to it. You get a little bell as you walk inside. The glass windows are filled with mostly bottles, and you don't know if all of them are magical. Maybe some of them are just like ornamental, just to give this idea that something's going on. A small lady with like an eye patch and like a real rough and tumble attitude pops up and goes, "Hey, customers!"
Oh no, it's Krusty the Clown.
And she puts her arm on and leans in, and she puts her good eye closest to you. How can I help you? What can I do you for? Looking for potions, scrolls? I got staves, I got sticks, I got wands, everything in between.
Scrolls mostly. Actually, if you could skip the medium part, I guess I'll take out my own spellbook.
Hey, look at that! And wizard that hasn't gotten eaten yet. Cool. So, what kind of spells you got in there?
Mostly classics of the trade.
You got Dimension Door? You there yet?
Unfortunately not. I'm hoping to get there eventually.
Oh, well, I got some of those. I got Solid Fog, Secure Shelter, even know how to get rid of curses. Favorite service around here. Surprisingly, I don't know who's throwing all those curses around, but there's a lot of people.
Yeah, you might have heard something of the Snake Men, especially since I hear they target wizards.
Yeah, I know, but they don't seem to bother me, so I'm fine for now. I think.
Maybe.
But I don't think they're the source of curses. I don't think snake people throw curses around. That seems more like a hag thing, you know? Okay, well, I'll throw the spell list up where you can see it, because they are like, hey, if you want to buy some spells, here are the spells that I have. And they show you a little list. Let me just click some buttons so you can immediately see it. Bada boom. There's now a handout for you to see. I'll just show it to all you guys. Might as well, really. Oh no, that's the experience tally. That's not oh, it doesn't matter if it's visible, but this one is the one that I meant to show. You can get Water Ball.
Oh man, look at all those spells.
Aquarius Orb.
It's a fun one. You make a ball of water.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so there's floating disc. I like that. There's.
Really good when you're drunk. Get ready to get your friends home.
Oh boy, you wouldn't know. Like the people I go with. You know the challenge drink the Birdkeep has.
Listen, I don't know what barkeep you're talking about.
Ooh, okay. Well,
the bar was actually called the Rat King, so they're not being too subtle about that.
Yeah.
Conjure Carriage.
Suffice to say, my friend like went straight for the challenge drink and just was kind of laid out.
Oh, I know about challenge drinks. They're always nasty. That's why I never take them.
Yeah.
A level, clear head, sparkly. Now then, what spells on the list you think got your eye? I got some scrolls here I bought from some adventurers out around town. Most of them are things like, divination, illusion spells. So stuff that the dumb ones don't know how to use.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. There's floating disc, there's identify, which I guess I could use now. And there's mage armor, which I'm not sure if I want to bother with because yes. There's what's even narrower option do? I don't know that one. I was kind of hoping there would be alarm in level 1, but well.
I probably got a
matchmaking.
spell of alarm or a scroll of alarm lying around if you want to buy that.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
What
I
would
would
be
love
great?
pyrotechnics, if you would also have a scroll of that.
Pyrotechnics. Charlie walks out from behind the counter. This grayish half-elf lady. She looks at the counters, squinting with her good eye. No pyrotechnics. Though to be fair, that's exactly the kind of stuff people tend to confiscate, saying you shouldn't throw that around.
Yeah.
Least.
Nice spell of her. Never used them myself.
Okay, well. So I hear that the snake people tend to move in unseen ways. Somehow they keep infiltrating the city and it's a mystery.
Oh,
Guess I should try to spot, say, invisibility just in case.
You got money for all these spells?
What's your price? These start like...
Well, normally I charge a premium. But you look like a nice guy. You look like you know how to summon a thing or two. And I missed that. And I'm kind of missing out on
You
the
bet.
ones. So, you got any spells I don't know? Because maybe we can do an exchange and I can give you a fair price. I'm still trying to run a shop, you know. I'm still trying to make a profit, but if it's promised to me return customers, hey. She gives you like the finger guns and goes, hey.
Yeah, certainly.
Alright then. I'll give you the
Hold
good
on.
price.
Let me see. So... it seems like many of the spells we share. Because they're just the staples of the trade.
Well, for every spell, you essentially have to pay the spellcasting fee to copy it. Which is 10 times the caster level times the spell level, essentially. And we're using base caster levels because these are written down versions, not scrolls. Or like actual spells being cast more than the spell you're copying.
Yeah, so that means that would be like at least 7 for Charlie, because...
Actually, Charlie's exactly 7.
Yeah.
They're only starting to get to grip with these spooky, oily tentacles that slap them, and they're like, "Why did you slap me? I cast you."
Yeah. So I guess it still turns out being a bit less than a scroll's price for level 2.
Yes, it's like 2.5 times less than the scroll's price, technically. 1.5. I don't know how to calculate this. Divided by 2.5 and you'll done.
Yeah, so the only real spell I could teach Charlie is Rope Trick, I believe.
Ooh, I've been waiting for that one. Gimme.
Certainly.
That is great for when I need to take a break. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, I know. And you probably know how to extend them as well.
Quicksand.
Some of these spells have kind of very specific utility.
But that's a fun
like,
part.
Yeah.
Sculpt corpse. You can.
Yeah, this necromancy don't deal with that.
Well, you can reshape a corpse to look whatever you want it to.
Listen, you've not had a good campaign until you've had a new sculpt corpse.
Well, you can do some shenanigans with that.
The shenanigans of the Iananigans. Well, then,
okay, so...
Makes it much easier to fake death.
So the price for a 4th level spell is like 280.
Oh.
3rd level is 150.
Does this person sell antitoxin?
Antitoxin. Well, I mean, you just came from a guy who was a doctor, so I'm just gonna say, Maybe earlier, but yes, antitoxin. Well, yeah. I mean, they're potions, right?
Well, more. Yeah, yes.
I buy
Well,
potions.
I'll buy a bottle of antitoxin.
You have a bottle of it. Delicious.
Just in case. I highly doubt that.
Probably tastes terrible.
hmm Standard price.
Standard price.
Since we are going to be fighting snakes,
Ooh.
having
Hey.
antitoxin might
Since
be
you
a
need
good idea.
anti-poison, want to buy some body balm? Body balm gives you a +5 alchemical bonus on heal checks when providing long-term care and treating poison or treating disease. It honestly looked like dried mustard.
I'm good.
Ah.
Carl, on the other hand,
You see this grayish half-elf looking go with a big smile like, oh? Alright. Anything else I can help you all with? Since apparently I'm gonna do a night shift on teaching a lady how to cast a couple spells.
That's a few spells.
Yeah, couple.
A couple. You come into my house and you call these a couple? I'm gonna slam some mathematic into a machine. Wait, I don't know what each... Oh no. I'm an idiot.
The last two are level 2. The first 3 are level 1 and one is a scroll, because it's not on the list, but you said it's a scroll that's available.
Okay, level 2, so that's 60, so 260... Oh, it's 150 exactly, I think. Yeah, it's 150 gold pieces for all the spells. And you get free teachings.
All of them.
But she doesn't want to hear what you've done in your life. How you've become such a wasteful Costa. It's a sleepover! Yeah!
Yay!
Unfortunately, the rest of the party is not invited to the sleepover.
Sorry.
Yeah, you have your wizardly fun.
Should give me time to sober up at least.
Yeah, you're feeling better, but there's still this part of you that just feels a bit...
Man, if we actually get to hit level 5 when we still get access to this person, I could get Slade Storm and Submonster 3 from here. That would be great.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
So, anything else you'd like to do, or do you want to call it a night and fast forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, like, I think I'm sated, so if the other people want to handle the selling stuff, because I believe we still have the loot sheet listed out and we could pawn like a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of crap.
Like all the masterwork weapons, random ones, and...
You go past all the pawn shops in town.
Yeah, I'm sure if we like spread out and kind of try and sell as much shit as we can, we could probably handle that.
You can liquidate all your assets, yes.
Well, maybe not all of them, but like the 2 stud leather armors plus 1, it's like, if we sell them at half price, it's like 1,000 just from that.
You can get something else made into +1.
Yeah.
So you spend much of your day on that. Can I get 2 more d6s as you spend the rest of your day?
I'll do it.
Well, I ain't gonna be there because I'm busy with the sleepover.
How about Valentine do it?
Oh, good.
Oh, cool, Valentine.
Great.
A complication will arise. Partway through.
As if your drunken revelry wasn't enough.
Now, okay, so you technically could be still with the party along the way, but what happens is, while the guard may have been told to leave you alone for time being, local bounty hunters sure are not deterred by this.
Wow, rude.
Valentine, are you alone or not? As this complication basically jumps in front of you.
I mean, I'd assume that's up to everyone else. Would they come with me as we go around and sell stuff?
Like, I believe we can even choose when this happens, so if you want to say that it's before we even get to Charlie, you can say that. If you say that it's when you're out shopping with Galtra and Grobelix, you can say that.
Actually, this is the last roll of the day, so this would probably be like when you're all at the inn, relaxing all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
Oh, well, I'm still at the sleepover, nevertheless.
You're still having
Yeah, so we're
big
probably
stuff.
all. The rest of us are all like meeting up after doing our selling business.
I'd
Alright
be
then.
sharpening up my various implements.
So, do you want to switch the scene to the inn, the bar, the Rat King?
Are you gonna sleep there? Is that the inn you're gonna go with?
I mean, what other one is safe? I know. You guys decide because I've got a place to sleep as a side effect of.
Yeah, I'd probably take the safe but stinky place over the unsafe but clean place.
Alrighty then.
Yes.
Just don't get stinked up like I did.
Wrong place. Excuse me.
Don't mind it.
Bada boom. You're having a drink, and Carl, you're off the map over there. Let's put you over there.
Yeah.
Carl can go hang out in the void.
2 fine fellows. One dressed in gleaming plate mail.
I like how Charlie has the matchmaker spell.
All right. I need you to calm down. That spell, it has application. Okay, listen. You don't understand. You don't understand.
It's not what it looks like.
Is that what it looks like? No, it's not. You are imagining things.
I said I like it.
All right. I'm gonna put my hands in the air like I just don't care. Woo. Okay. 2 people walk in. Wrong place to look for tokens. One of them again in gleaming plate. The other, let's take a look. See, what are they wearing? Wow, I love it when these pages are messed up. They're wearing a chain shirt. A little less impressive, so to speak. So, they walk up to the overlook, and they peek on down. Well. I think my eye catches a cat, a raptor, a smelly man, and a big guy. What do you think, enemy? I think we found ourselves what we're looking for. How about we go and stomp them in? I could do with a good exercise. Come outside if you ain't cowards, and if you are, well, we'll come and drag you out. You see this lady that's like a fist stomping thing?
I really should give Adi a coat or something.
Coat. Oh, you're gonna get it. Come on outside.
Make her less noticeable.
It is a bit of a standout feature, even if it's still dressed up as a kobold.
Just
I
put
don't know,
like
I
a very
imagine I've
convincing
been
hat.
Oh, a hat of disguise.
Oh my god. The idea is hilarious.
Well, I guess we're going outside to beat up some people.
Naturally. Why won't you go outside to beat up some people? Yeah, outside into the alleys of the streets. Where fists are pumped against fists. They're like, one of them
Can't
Yes.
go.
is an orc. The other one is like a little gnome.
And
They look like exactly the kind of people who are two out there bounty hunters.
Gnome.
Well then, let's go teach this evil some lessons, shall we?
Alright. Ugly and garden boy.
That's rude.
What?
My feelings are hurt.
That's just insensitive, man. Come on.
Alright, I need some initiative from everyone, please. Please, show me the goods.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
That's fine. Then where's the books? Groupa.
Actually, roll a 20.
4.
Well, modify 20. They have an initiative score, of course. They are ready to go, damn. Alright. Ade gets to go first. They are snapping at the fact that these two people, like, when they turn around to fight, Ade has the flat-footed attack on them.
Flat-footed attack. Which one of them is the gnome and which the orc?
That's the gnome, and this is the Urk.
Okay.
S
They are
for
an
shorty.
odd couple.
S for gnome.
Skirmishing Crusader is the term.
Gnome and rock. Right.
Snow. Fine, I'll put a little name tag on them.
Snam.
It's Gnata Gnome.
Gnome.
Okay. What should Like, what kind of stuff are they carrying?
The Urk is dressed in chain. The Gnome is dressed in plate. The Orc has like a rapier and a shield and looks like, you know, the fencing kind is gonna whoop your weapon out of your hand. The Gnome, more the type who, you know, got a log sword, long bow on his back. His size, of course.
Now, should I just go immediately for the face? Or should I hang back since they are going next? Sure. Ooh, a thing happens. Alright. Ada will dart behind the Urk.
Makes an attack against their flat-footed AC. Hop!
Nope, wrong sheet. Where's my sheet? Here's my sheet.
Bite his pants off. Bite his pants off.
Yep, as soon as I locate everything. Ugh, been a while. Bite, poison versus flat-footed. It actually does something. That is an effect. Bite poison. Jumping at the Urk.
The plate-mailed orc, or the chain-shirted orc. Sorry, it's the gnome was the plate. Get snippety snapped at.
Okay, I click on that, and nothing happened. I click on it again, and nothing happens. Okay.
Let me see
Is
if I
this
can
a-
click it. Maybe it just doesn't respect you today.
Maybe it's just roll 20.
I think it's roll 20. Because I can't click it either.
Okay,
High quality.
Top quality service.
Let's. No. Okay. Open the sheet again. If that somehow magically fixes it. Bite poison. Nope. That ain't doing anything. Okay. Oh, 1d20 plus. What are my bonuses? 4, I think.
Boy, I'm right in the boy.
Total 4. No, the bonuses. 15.
Is that no? Flat-footed AC is too high.
Dang.
They definitely avoid getting chomped. The
Oh.
orc immediately retaliates with a swift of the rapier. Show me the tuna, Mr. Dice. A 22.
Well, that's higher than 14.
Are they struck with a mighty rapier? And takes 7 damage. You foul fiend. Quick, we must flank it. Take it down.
God damn it.
Mr. Not a gnome follows the 5-foot step procedure and brandishes a fine longsword. A slash at the air. It is not a 14. Oh wait, no. With flanking, it is exactly a 14. He rolled a 5 and it's +7. He rolls 2 damage though. He rolled a 1 on the damage. So while their tactic works, it didn't quite work out for them. Grubba.
Oh,
They are focusing fire.
right. I'm controlling. What do they have? Why this thing is noted like this? And also, I have no descriptions for any of these spells. So fun.
That's just great.
So, what does this do? Okay, pointless. What this one? Just quickly checking these up at the site. Also useless. Great.
But
we haven't rested since our since we escaped from the guards, right?
no.
No. So
Haven't we rested? Oh, sorry, not since we escaped from these guards, no. We've rested the last time in the Bailey Goat Baron.
okay. Well, the only thing that's probably useful is entangle. Then.
Classic.
Sure. Just.
Now, while I admire your optimism, there aren't a lot of plants around, but I'll say that it works. Okay. The problem is, I think it's going to cover a 40 radius spread. It's just going to hit everyone in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's kind of a big thing.
Hmm.
As the choking ivy spreads from the building to this thick mesh.
You sure you don't want to just like summon nature's ally or something like that to get like a wolf?
A dog pops out of the stones.
I guess that will probably be actually more, since I have no description for any of these, so. Right. Did druids have some kind of thing that they can spontaneously
Nature's ally.
Yeah, I believe it's that one.
Prepare the ahead of time and lose as prepared. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll use that then.
At what level?
Cast Nature's Ally. Second level.
Well, you can summon things. You can summon a wolf then, yes. Or a small elemental if you really wanted to.
Let's see. I think I had a thing, but no. Probably doesn't apply. And there was a thing. There's a feat or something that gave
Yes, it
gave my
enhances their
something.
stats by +4 to strength and +4 to constitution.
Yeah. Let's summon a feral dog then. That's effectively a wolf.
I mean, the spell summons a thing. It's not like you suddenly a dog nearby goes, "I must help."
Yeah. By the way, the third option,
Where do you
like
want
the
this?
third symbol in Roll20 is the compendium where you can look up spells.
Hmm.
Galter, you should
It
now have
is-
control over this wolf token. Put him down where you want him.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, it's 17. Oh yeah, because it's +2, +4, so yes.
Yeah, it's
17 hit points. On the wolf. It acts after Grubblix, which is now.
Okay. Let me just. Can I make that visible?
The wolf has a +2, +4 bite attack. And it can trip people while it's at it.
Okay.
Okay,
Going for the work.
why the hell does this... Oh, because it's a summoned creature. So it's... Okay. That's
yeah.
weird. 21. Alright, well, the orc, even with all that mighty high hoity-toity talk, gets hit. 1d3, 1d6 +3, please. And, if you want to, you can try to make a trip attack.
Yes. Let's do that. And
roll
how
me
much was it?
1d6 +3.
One-
For the CMB, for the tripping maneuver, I need a +4, so...
1d6 plus 3. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. CMB is 2, by the way. Plus the modifier from...
+4, yes. Total.
So 23
Gosh.
for the trip.
The orc is suddenly drawn down. First a bite, and then the weight forces them to the ground. Ugh!
Suddenly a wolf appears from.
Out of
From
out of the shadows.
Woof.
Get in there and get your +4 to attacks on melee.
Yeah, now you can just wail on this prone.
Guess. Or I could go there and get good flanking bonuses on the noon. But yeah. Let's go wail on this work. So. Too many sheets.
I know.
Okay. Power attack. Yeah, that. And I flanking. So I get that. Attack.
Are you including the +4 of Are you
Probably
including?
not.
Are you including the +4 for prone? Oh, you hit anyways. Okay. Well, you basically drive your halberd into this person on the ground.
Yep.
It's just you just line yourself up with like an area that looks soft, and you just lean on it. Valentine. That
Yes.
gnome, it looks like they're gonna pull something out of their ass.
Gasp. That doesn't seem like a very conducive to victory thing to do in the middle of a fight, but I admire his determination.
Maybe
By the
he
way, are
has
any of you evil?
Not that I know
Like,
of.
do any one of you have an alignment that says evil in it?
No, chaotic good.
Neutral.
All right. Now I'm just checking because they're paladins, so they have smite evil, so they would probably have detected you earlier.
My alignment is being practical.
It's not evil if you're being practical. Listen, devils and demons, it's not evil if you're pragmatic. I don't deserve to be in hell. You charge at the Gnatach gnome who's standing in front of a doorway with such speed that if you hit him too hard, you might just both fly through it.
Yeah, I'm going to hit him up with sword times. Go sword times. I doubt that's going to hit his armor
He
friend.
ducks out of the way, practically letting you roll over him. You almost just fly over him and into the door. But you stop yourself in time because you're a nimble kitty. Ade is flanked. Sort of. It's weird.
And probably doesn't have flanking bonuses with it. No, of course not.
I'll say that because this person is just surrounded. It might as well be flanked.
Well, anyway. Will this work now? Oh, do I get my flanking bonus with Culture against the Rook?
Yes.
Of
You get
course.
+4 for the ground and +2 for the flanking. So your
Well,
odds of hitting are great. Oh,
Like,
don't you have like advanced flanking or something?
Yeah,
Jesus.
like
I didn't have flank there. Whatever.
I feel like this arc might be reconsidering whether this was a good idea.
That doesn't include the flank because I didn't have set up.
You hear a sickening tearing noise as you watch Ade just go and basically tear the gut out. There's a lot of animals here, including Golter. The Gnata Gnome sees the situation and drops their longsword and quickly takes a bottle out of their pocket and goes for a sip. Valentine,
Big sippy.
you get an attack of opportunity because you're this close. And you still have a lot of momentum going for you.
Yeah, like when you are face to face with a person with a rapier or whatever, you don't really want to put away your weapon and take out the bottle.
Oh, he has a shield too, so that's not the issue. Valentine, if you want to, you can roll me attack of opportunity.
Okay. Button.
As you exploit this momentary lapse in concentration. Ooh, but even then, his armor is thick, and your rapier bounces. Ooh, that's awkward. And he sips, and he's Invisibility. That is, however, his turn, so you still know that he's there, because he hasn't moved yet. Grubelix. Grubelix is well aware that the wolf is on top of a corpse now.
He's a deaden. And the other one is invisible. Do I have any range? Oh, a dart. Great.
Yeah, you could throw the lard. Although I don't feel like that would do much.
Sure, I'll try to throw a dart at the space where the gnome was before.
I like this plan. Roll me a d20 before you roll anything else. For a mischance.
I feel like you would be better served throwing some pocket sand.
You definitely miss.
Chung.
I mean, you don't know where you're aiming at. Grubelix, you're just trying your best. Galter,
Yeah,
can you try your best, Bester?
dart hits the door there.
That poor door, man. That poor door.
Right.
Fearing for its life.
Oh, the wolf.
Yes, the wolf gets to move too.
Yeah. It's kind of crowded in here.
I mean, you're fighting in an alley. What are you expecting?
The wolf goes around everyone and tries to attack from the behind the gnome.
The d20 then. The d20 of
Yep.
concealment. On the plus side, it's just a potion of visibility, so he can't opportunity attack. 10 is not enough. You need 11 or higher. Valentine, your turn comes around, and this gnome is getting kind of annoying.
Oh, I didn't get the turn.
Oh, yes, Galter, your turn, please.
Yeah.
Culture. So again, a d20.
D20 flat 11 check. There you go. You hit him, or you might hit him. You are hitting the area where he is.
Huzzah!
So roll me your attack.
Attack. Where's my
On the plus side, since he's so small, it's a lot easier to know where he is than where he isn't.
Mm.
You can ignore the area above the waist. Oh wow, you actually hit him.
Hmm.
You hear a
Clank.
pained ah as the you think you're going for like the chest, but then you bonk him on the head.
So, do I recognize them as paladins?
How would you recognize someone as a paladin? I mean, he wears
I don't
gleaming
know.
armor. He carries himself with that aura of confidence.
Like, are there like signs to identify these guys
I
as
imagine they
paladins?
also have like religious symbols on them. So yes, if you know what to
Ah.
look out for, you can identify them usually.
Come out of hiding, you self-righteous bastard.
And you just need to know what insult to throw. Okay.
There is no honor in death. Which gives Ade a good clue as to where to hit.
I mean, it was my turn, but okay.
Oh yes, it is your turn. Why would you go? Since Ade missed anyway.
Oh,
You hear him scream.
Chomp, chomp.
Yes. Thanks to his constant talking, you know where his face is.
Let's see if this one actually hits.
Ooh! You feel your rapier slide into something. And when
I'll
it
add
comes
the
out, it's
I'll add
red.
the +6 for the precise strike, and then use what's it called? The menacing swordplay to try and intimidate him into submission.
Well, you can try. But there's something that makes this impossible.
Is it death?
Is it a fear effect?
Yeah, like paladins do not fear.
Yeah,
I think
paladins at a certain point
it's-
become immune to fear. They become bastions of not being spooked.
It was demoralized, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think shaken is a fear
Same.
effect.
Yeah, it's probably related to fear, even
So you
tangentially.
hear the scoff, ha ha!
Oh!
Then you hear this broop, like this Dark Soulsian roll noise. Who knows where he is now, though?
Great.
Probably back in the... Did the door
Actually,
open?
You know what? I'm gonna roll stealth to see if you have an idea as to where he went, because he is wearing plate. He isn't the
And
stealthiest boy.
He's completely surrounded.
Okay, he rolled an 11 on stealth, so most people here are very much aware that he's standing somewhere near Grobelix.
So you can roll perception.
No, I don't think you need to roll perception against a 11. Someone is gonna know, someone's gonna point it out. It's Grobelix's turn.
Okay.
You
so
heard some noises near him.
can I try to pinpoint where he is?
You can spend your action to do so, or you can just you sort of think to your right, like he didn't move too far left, right? Straight down.
Okay, Grubalix is going to scoop up some sand and throw it in that direction.
Pocket
just
sand.
Mark the square where you're throwing all this dirt.
Somewhere to the right?
To his right, that is.
To his...
Somewhere around here, I would guess.
yeah.
I mean, he would have to move at most like 20 feet.
Right. That's...
In plate, as in gnome. Possibly even 15, because like in plant and a gnome, so... Short is walk less.
Unless he's making a... Let's throw in that square. Sand.
Well, technically you missed
Pocket
him,
sand.
but then he's like, then you hear the voice distinctly coming from here where he complains that you are using underhanded tactics.
Okay.
He walked through that square, so I assume that like some of the dirt almost hit him.
Right.
Galter, you have a good idea where he is.
Okay, so he's somewhere here.
Yeah, he walked through this space, you know.
I'll try to just charge here. Just swinging wildly with my poleaxe.
Alright. Would you roll me a d20 of swinging wildly? That's not enough to randomly hit a random target. But I appreciate your sentiment.
Ah,
Valentine, do you want to make a gamble? On the one hand,
Uh.
Galter did not bump into anyone, so...
So we can assume that there's basically no one on this path, like pointing to where he is. So none of those squares.
Most possibly.
and he walks
So
through
I'm-
here, so...
I'm going to go here.
You bump into someone.
Hopefully. Oh, so I'm probably pretty safe to assume he's right there.
Like, everyone suddenly sees Valentine like, ooh!
Something unseen blocks the way. I assume I have to do the D20 in order to hit him.
Yes. You might have bumped into him, but he's still moving. Your shot goes wide, but everyone knows where he is now. You found him, using your expert tactics.
Oh. The wolf should have gone at some point. Yeah.
Okay, sure. The wolf can probably smell him, so...
Get over here.
We'll say the wolf just delayed his turn a bit. Just having a break. And kick at Chunky. Oh no. Roll me an attack.
Oh no.
1d20 plus 4, please. For enhanced augmented wolf.
Jump.
My wolf is
It's
augmented.
not going to cut it against someone in plate. Ade can go.
Okay.
This guy's like, you can practically hear him sweating at this point.
Alright.
Ade gets
Oh,
to make an
good. That
attack.
points him out.
All kinds of beasties just kind of snapping at his heels.
You got cats, dogs, dinosaurs, smelly men, metal
I
men.
don't know which is worse.
I think you get your plus 4 from liking? Nah.
What?
Okay.
Um,
Now, normally you don't get attack opportunity if things that move away, but he is like, you hear this sudden stomp. Everyone gets to roll, that's adjacent gets to roll me d20 against concealment, as you are very sure that he's running away.
Okay.
Yay.
Valentine is just needs to get blind fighting. We'll say that much.
I'm
Okay.
facing entirely the wrong way.
Let's roll for Galter first. It's 16. So, Galter. Swing.
Oh, well, Galter slams him down.
Crunch.
Like you hit him in like the shins. You decide, you know what? If he's so low down, if I hit low, I can trip him. So you hit him low, and he, and the invisibility effect ends as he's no longer alive.
His legs
Oh.
fall off.
Crunch.
He just appears and he's face down the floor dead.
Which also means that his aura stops existing. So I need to turn that off.
Just kind of flickers off. Hmm.
You see, like some people are like looking through their windows, like at the scene. The barkeep inside is like,
So you managed to kill both of these guys through overflow.
To be
Like,
fair,
they
they
went-
probably didn't have a great plan.
Like they went from above 0 to below their cons score.
Yeah.
Galter hits hard.
Galter
Ooh.
is yet another proof that people who complain that wizards are quadratic need to shut up. They just don't know how to build fighters. Because every martial I've seen so far just hits like a truck, and when they critical, it's like, yeah, Fireball can just go home. He dealt over 100 damage in one big swing.
I mean, yeah.
Flashbacks to how Strahd ended.
Okay, let's... And, yeah, loot the corpses.
Now,
You
you
gonna
might want to
have-
loot the corpses. The guy inside is like, he holds his hand. I was like, listen, listen. You got bodies on your hand. I charge service for bodies. 50 gold a body. How's that sound?
50
Sure.
gold body.
It takes a little bit of effort to get these people out of here, right?
Yeah,
How-
like
How
good thing
about
to heavy cleaner.
looting rights to the bodies?
Excuse me?
You take the corpse, we take the full plate.
And the vacuum cleaner too.
Oh, all right.
That
So
was
I'm not gonna. Okay, then
that was
you'll
table saw.
you'll take the small person plate, and he'll
And
walk
all
off
of
with
us
all
are
the
like-
rest.
I'm already rifling through this guy's pockets
Hmm.
while the
Actually-
negotiation's going on.
Well, maybe not actually. How much money do you have? Fine.
A lot.
We have at least 2,000 in liquid cash right now, cash and gems.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah,
So something.
Just- just pay the guy.
So this guy grabs at like the gnome's armor. He's like, shh. So plate on. He blinks a bit. That ain't plate. That's weird.
Well,
Um,
what is he wearing then?
It's just
Shrugs.
a T-shirt designed
you
to
wanted
look
it.
like
You
plate
take it
armor.
off.
Well, actually, since we are just gonna pay you, yeah, I'm gonna loot this guy for everything he
You
has.
take off the plate glove, and it stops being this. You know how plate gloves have those cool like every finger sort of plated together in these large crescent pieces. It turns into more
Yeah.
like a metal glove, like you'd see with like chains shirts. And as you remove the pieces of armor, you notice that it's just a chain shirt he's wearing, covered in an illusion. You're not sure if he knows that was the case, but that was sure what he was wearing. I need to remove one of his special potions because he used one in battle. Also, I just realized he should probably have used Lay on Hands at some point, but I don't play Paladins in Pathfinder, so I forgot. And presumably the situation was too far gone for him to do much anyway, so.
Oh, hey, antitoxin, useful.
Also, I think it counts. No, it's a supernatural ability, so it doesn't count as a spell. And I don't think there's even a rule in this. Anyway. Yes, he had some gear with him. Hey, you can easily pay this guy if you want to.
Yeah, yeah,
Two thieves come from inside and they pick up the bodies and they hoist them inside.
just paying him with the money I looted from this paladin.
Oh, hey! A second cloak of resistance. Nice.
The guy looks at the paladin shield, which has like a nice religious symbol on it. He's like, hey, can I keep this? It's look nice on my wall.
I mean, none of us are holy people, so yeah, go for the
Yeah.
holy symbol.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Sure.
Ah, you guys are all right. I like you. King wasn't wrong about you.
Yeah,
Bit
we
pat on
are.
the back.
We are stand-up people.
Killing paladins in the street.
Yep.
Like
I mean, they
stand-up
attack
people
you
do.
first. They attack you first.
Stand-up people.
No one said they had to humor him or use lethal force. So
Look,
I don't think you're in the place to say look at me right now. I'll look whenever I. Well, please, thank you. And with that, y'all go to bed.
Yeah.
There's nothing else happening today.
I grabbed the potions.
You take the
do you
potions.
want some kind of spellcraft rolls for me to learn the spells?
No, you have the lady as like an instructor to help you out. But in return, you have to spend a good portion of your night like, explaining like all the things you did, the sights you've seen.
Yeah, sure.
Now,
Oh god, it's back.
the problem is that if you humor them, you'll be exhausted. You'll be fatigued for tomorrow, but
Fatigued, so
it's a -2
how
to
about...
strength and dexterity, and you cannot run or charge.
Yeah, I'll guess I'll have to live with that.
You are fatigued as you spend the whole night having girl talk.
I mean,
Braiding
Carl...
braiding each other's hair, talking about boys.
I mean, is the
Talking about
joke
the matchmaker
that
spell.
is the joke that elves are all girls even when they aren't?
Oh, you're an elf, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that change your sleep schedule?
Wizards still need rest to prepare spells.
Yeah, but your sleep is the real problem here. Like, this is just friendly conversation.
Yes, let me just look up this compendium Pathfinder.
Because I don't.
Elf.
No, that's a 5e thing where they only. Weird. I thought that was in the core book too, but because that's recent. That's so weird.
Cloak of Resistance.
Owls are immune to magic sleep effects, but other than that, they do not seem
bonuses.
to.
Weird. Well, in that case, yes, you are fatigued. If you had the 5e thing, then I would have probably said, well, you can probably take a few more hours of being staying up. But no. And hey,
Yeah.
our good friend BK now has a magic rapier.
Hooray.
Yeah, an actual
Nope.
+1/1.
It's not a bad rapier. It has one of those nice wiry handles. You know, those fancy ones.
I'll grab the Cloak of Resistance.
You now have a cool boy cape.
Okay, so we spend the shield immediately.
To a guy who probably doesn't even follow that god.
I mean, it's fine. 131, so that would be 451. Okay. Belmore, how much is this antitoxin worth?
50
Okay.
gold.
25 if you sell it.
Well, I added the antitoxin to my inventory.
It'll be useful
Yeah.
if you're going after snakes.
Yeah. Okay, I know what 2 chain shirts are worth. But there should be like, I'm going to tentatively put both of these at 8,000, although the rapier is claimed by Valentine.
Oh,
Longsword and longbow are like worth like 700 together, I need to guess.
so from the pile,
50.
I took the Cloak of Resistance, the antitoxin, the Potion of Cure Light Wounds, and the Holy Water, and the Holy Waters.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
could write that into the thing when Mina's done.
Yeah, let me just, yeah. Golter.
And I say we end the session here, and I'll give you your new experience totals. You didn't get too much today, but you did learn something. You've grown a bit. And
Hooray.
as that guy said, you become a little bit more confident in yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Adam.
that's before we even took any step against the snakes.
Knowledge is power.
The snakes are where the level up is at.
can we, between sessions, sell all of this crap?
Yes. I
And-
thought it was assumed that you just spend your whole day doing that. And tomorrow morning you could probably visit any stores for anything you
Yeah.
just picked up.
Yeah, okay.
We can probably sort out like how much money and stuff we got through the sheet when we're done.
Yeah. Feel free to edit the sheet.
Where was the sheet again?
At the top.
It's
guys,
linked
menu.
in the magic item stuff.
It's also pinned in the.
Oh, there's all. Oh yeah, there's a
Friday's
big
chat.
loot sheet.
Loot sheet.
Basically, if something is claimed, that means we have no intention of selling it, so I'm putting its effective value at 0.
Good idea.
A longsword is a 15, and a longbow is
What does Groupatics use?
75, so it's secretly a 690. Nice.
Anyway, everyone say goodbye to stream.
Bye, stream.
Next week.
691 because
Time to fight some snakes.
It's snake time.
Who doesn't like fighting snakes?
There was a +1 buckler. Is that
Yes.
better than a wooden shield, light wooden shield?
Yes. Wooden shield and buckler are
Yeah.
both 1+1 AC, so.
so this one is enchanted, also lighter.
So maybe Grupalix takes the +1 buckler.
I need to check if bucklers are made of metal, though.
Usually they are.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
like,
Typically.
they can vary, but like,
Yeah, it's probably made out of, like, light metal.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Druids
It's
have
like it's usually I think like a dinner plate sized piece of metal that you strap to your wrist.